this here barbecue to the country. Out back with a good old smoker. And if you like, get your grill lit up on indirect heat. And you gon' get it rolling. Get it rolling, I'd say get the ball rolling. Stay tuned. Check in. Country style ribs. Yeah. Brought to you by Alleyway Eats. We gon' do this here Tennessee style. Good spice rub on that boy. Get it right. Get it nice and juicy. Cut it, trim it. Get it right fine to the bone. Let that juice flavor set off a chain of rare phenomenon of folding tongues all across the globe. Cause your taste buds are gonna be high-fiving everywhere, I tell you. Man, these ribs gonna be good. Big up some of my country people, man. Cause you know, in the country, in the South, even in the Midwest, you know, they can get their Q on. They be barbecuing, man. They really be barbecuing. They be burning. You know, if you ain't got a smoker, like I'm doing, I'm gonna do this on the smoker today. If you don't have a smoker, you can get a pit, put your charcoals on the opposite side on indirect heat. Not all on one side, on the opposite side of where you put your meat at. Some people like a little chew to their ribs, but I like mine pretty much fall off the bone. I mean, because you can cut that meat off and do whatever you want to do. I'm going to show you something you can do with it a little later in this video. But, you know, you trim it up good. That membrane, you see right now, I'm pulling the membrane off of the rib. That way, that good flavor could just seep all through them ribs. That good seasoning will get in there on every single bite. You'll have some flavor. You know, it'll be a consistent flavor, you know. And the bottom, same way. You know, the membrane, you pull it off, but sometimes it's a little hard to pull it off without pulling some of the meat away. So what you can do is what I'm doing here, I'm just putting slits, some diagonal slits, you know, across. You know, that way that seasoning can still get in that meat. It's still the same tenderness. It's just the difference of the flavoring. You want that flavor, you want it off because you want that flavor to go all the way down to that bone. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice. Do what I do. Now I'm putting a little olive oil on it for that seasoning to stick to the rib like you need it to. You don't want to leave it, you know, without no type of sticking agent on there, you know, for the seasoning to stick on there, because you don't want that seasoning falling all off everywhere during the cooking process. So I put a little olive oil on it. It's not gonna hurt it. It's not gonna burn it. You know, and you add, you know, look at the top of the video. Because a generous amount of rib rub is crucial. You don't want to, you know, cook your ribs and then discover that the seasoning ain't where you want it to be. And so you got to add more seasoning to the process and then throw it in the oven or something like that. No. We want this straight off the grill, ready to bite. You know, a generous amount. Don't be scared. Do not be scared that you're going to over-season these ribs. You shouldn't. I used about a cup of seasoning on these bad boys, and I'm telling you, they came out spectacular. You ain't got to use as much seasoning as I did, but just use a generous amount, please. You're going to love it. And you spread it in. You see I'm spreading it in? Spread it like butter, baby. You know why? Because life is better with a bit of butter, baby. Life is better with a bit of butter. That wasn't the part of the video. I should have said that in, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Spread that stuff around there. Get a good, nice coating of that seasoning on them ribs, them delicious ribs. Well, they gonna be delicious. They ain't delicious right now. They raw. As you think they raw. But when them things is cooked up, ooh-wee, they gonna be scrumptious, delicious. That's my word of the day, y'all. Scrumptious, delicious. I would have spelled it. But I don't even know how to spell that. Scrumptious, dilly, umptious. You gotta break it down to syllable. Scrumptious, dilly, umptious. There it is. There it is, yo. There it is. That made like you. That made like you. Now, you know, when you flip it over, you season both of them the same way. Both sides the same way. You know, a nice generous amount. I can't overstate or oversay a nice generous amount. Seasoning, rib rub that is. You can make your own rib rub. Or you can just buy one out the store. You know, you got all types of brands out there. I ain't gonna start spitting out the brands. But, you know, whatever store you go to, they got rib rub. And it's on one of the seasoning aisles, you can get multiple different types of rib rub. But go for a semi-spicy one. Because you want that, you know, you want that southern twang to it. You know. Like so. You know, a buddy of mine said, every video you say like so many times. I like so. I like so. And I say it like so many times. You know. So I'm gonna keep saying it. And since he brought it to my attention, I'm probably gonna say a little even more because now I'm conscious of saying it. You know, but follow the instructions like so, Pete. Like so, follow these instructions like so. Alright. I put a little pepper on there. I had a little more spice to it, you know. I'm pretty sure it was spicy. Somewhat, well, not spicy, but it had a little bite to it. But I had that cayenne pepper too. I had a little cayenne pepper to the mixture, just the seasoning, you know. And if you need my recipe for the rib rub, I got you. Don't worry about it, you know. Voila. You know. If you're anything like me, what I like to do is I like to start my potato salad while my ribs are marinating a little bit. You know, man, you really don't have to marinate ribs, but you know, it ain't gonna hurt. You know, give about 20-30 minute marinade. You know, I start my potato salad while that process is going on because me personally, I like my potato salad with a nice chill on it. Straight out the refrigerator. You know, once everything else is done, put that cold potato salad on that plate with some hot ribs and some hot baked beans. If you like baked beans, oh my goodness, ain't nothing like that balance of a cold and a hot. It ain't really that balance. It ain't really a balance, but cold and hot always work together for me, especially with barbecue. Especially with barbecue, you know. Oh boy, look at that. You know, didn't do too much of the potato salad. It's somewhat simple, but it's delicious. It's delicious nonetheless. You know. Now, let's get back to these ribs. Look at them, really turning out. Look how they coming along so far. I ain't even have them on the grill that long, and they looking scrumptious. You gonna close that Traeger back, and by the way, I'm not sponsored by Traeger or anything like that. It's just the grill of my choice. The smoker of my choice. You know, and actually it was gifted to me. You know, big ups to my little bro. You know, he gifted this to me, and I can't thank him enough for this. This is the best thing that I've ever got gifted to me so far. You know, I want to hit it with some with a mixture of apple cider vinegar, barbecue sauce, some rib rub, a little olive oil, you know, a little bit of water, all stirred up. Keep it moist. You know, it ain't gonna dry out. You know, I want to keep hitting that. You know, periodically, maybe every 45 minutes. You know, the cooking process of this is probably about. Well, not probably. It's about 4 hours long. You know, 2 hours without the wrapped in foil and 2 hours after I wrap it in foil. You know, you want to put that foil down, add a little bit of butter because why? Life is better with a bit of butter, baby. Life is better with a bit of butter. Then you add, you know, some of your barbecue sauce, and you want to get a little sweetness. You know, the southern ribs have a little bit of sweetness to them. So you put a little bit of brown sugar on top of them bad boys when you put the butter. Life is better with a bit of butter, baby. And the barbecue sauce. Then you wrap them boys up. You wrap them up real tight, like you feel them tight. And you place them back on the grill. You know, wrapping them up right now, as you see. I'm giving you the instructions right at the top. If you don't hear my voice, if you don't pick up what I'm saying, because you're just watching the video, look at the top. You don't have to rewind it. You can read it. Read the top. Read the instructions there. They're right there for you. You can have ribs just like mine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then you repeat the process for the second slab of ribs. I'm doing 2 slabs of ribs today, y'all. 2 slabs of ribs today. 4-hour process. 2 hours unwrapped, and then 2 hours wrapped. 275 degrees. That's what you want to cook these things on. 275 degrees for that length of time will have these ribs falling off the bone. You don't even understand. You guys don't even understand until you try this. How good these ribs are. I could sell these out of the trunk of my damn car if I needed to. But we gonna keep this here for y'all and for my family. You know what I mean? Life is better with a bit of butter, baby. I make that butter at home. You know, I don't make the butter and you know the process of making butter. I don't have that quite down yet. But I get butter and I add my own spices and flavors to it. You know, and so I guess later on down the road, you know, I'll be giving out recipes of my butter, my different flavored butters. You know, I got like sweet butters and herby butters and you know things like that. Stuff that you put a little tap on your plate, or a little tap on a biscuit, a little tap on some food, like I did right there. That process, a little tap of butter on there with some herbs, make everything better. Make everything better. You know, butter make everything better, baby. That's like oily candy. Oily candy. Yeah. So we get these bad boys popping. We're gonna hit that with a little more butter, you know. We're gonna cover that up. We're gonna cover that up and throw it on there with the other slab of ribs. You know. Because these ribs gonna go up. They gonna go quick. They gonna go real quick. Soon as these things come off the grill, my people's hands is already out for a plate. You know what I mean? I can't even, you know, I can't make enough of these things. I can't make enough of them. Go ahead and wrap that up, Allie Al. Go on and wrap that up and put that on the grill before we can get to the next part of the process of making that gloriousness. So you gotta seal it pretty tight. What you don't want when you're trying to pull these things off, you don't want to spill some of that juice on your hand. That'll burn you pretty bad. So you want to be careful when you're pulling these things off. You know, I didn't show that process, but just be careful when you pull them off. Seal them up tight, that way they ain't leaking. You know, you see, they folded and stuff. You see, the juices get real and start to bubble. So you want to pull them off carefully. You know, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek at this ribs right now. Look at that. Ooh-wee, look at that. Watch how I just slide a piece of that bone out. Look how tender that is. Goodness gracious. That is so delicious. That's a man. That is. It ain't even words for that. I don't even got words for that right there. And I talk a lot. Shit, I damn near can't stop talking right now. Ooh, you see that? You see what I said? You can cut you off some of that later. It's so tender. Look, you just pull it right apart and shred right up. Look at that. Then you throw them in the baked beans. And all I got them baked beans. You know, I got them canned baked beans too, y'all. I ain't gonna even front. Them are canned baked beans. I got some onions and bell pepper in them bad boys with a little bit of that smoked meat. Oh my God. These are the best baked beans you gonna have. I'm telling you. These baked beans is out of sight. Fire! Fire! Put the top on them. Let them simmer for about 30 minutes. Man. Look at that. Look at the spread, y'all. Look at the spread. You see when I stir that up? Look at that meat. Look at them little pieces of meat up the this nipple, the heat nip. Look at that. Look at that. They already bought